Hello Markham Gardens family, Daniel Markham here with the Markham Gardens. Guys, today I'm bringing you along to show you how to basically use stuff that is, secondhand. You don't have to always buy materials to build things. Sometimes you can just build things around your homestead with materials that you've already got on hand or free materials that you can find laying around. And I'm going to show you guys a little bit of that today. I am not too proud to show you stuff that, it may look a little different, it may have been done a little bit different, but it's getting the job done and it will last. And so what ended up happening is here about a week ago, we had a whole bunch of eggs in our incubator, and we decided that we were going to increase the genetics of our flock. And so we wanted to lean more towards, instead of the meat and layer birds, we're gearing up towards more of a laying flock. And the reason why is because we've just got such high demand right now for eggs in our area that we need more egg layers. And so that's what we've decided that we were gonna do. And so what we did is we ordered, I believe it was 22 chicks from our supplier. And then we also threw in 22 eggs into our incubator and decided to go ahead and hatch a bunch of them too. So we went into chick overload basically. And so about the time that all of the chicks were about to hatch out of the incubator, we ended up having somebody that was in need of a whole bunch of chicks and wanted to start their own flock. And so we ended up able to supply them with chicks for their new flock. So that turned out really great. But we still had 22 chicks coming from our supplier in the mail. And so what we've done in the past, guys, is I've always either put just a little cage up, or we had a livestock tank that we ended up using to raise a bunch of them, and just never really had a situation where we could really raise chicks in an area that wasn't going to be utilized for something else. And so one of the rooms that we raised chicks in was my seed starting room, and that is basically a climate controlled area where I grow all of my seedlings and things for the following growing season. And so one of the times we grew chicks in there, we raised them up in there, but we really didn't have a designated area for raising the chicks. And so, that was one of the things that when these 22 chicks were coming in, I was thinking, man, we really need to get an area where we can raise these chicks. So I quit having to, build something temporary and, do it in a rush and then raise them in there and then all of a sudden tear it back apart and use it for whatever else we were going to use it for. So this time I decided I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to build something for the chicks. And so let me flip you guys around here and I'll show you really quick what it is that we've done. I've got an area fenced in here, and I'm just going to show you some of the details about it. I can give you guys a sneak peek here. We've got one of our broody mamas. We ended up giving her all 25 chicks that we kept. And she is raising all of them like a champ. She is absolutely amazing. But let me show you what we've done here. So basically, guys, any of you that have followed this channel for any length of time know that we had this pen set up for our geese when we had geese here at the Markham Gardens. Since then, we found a home for the geese. The geese ended up not really being our thing. And so we decided to focus solely on chickens as far as the birds go. And so all I had at the time was just these pallets. I had picked these pallets up. I think we got them at like Tractor Supply or something like that. They were just sitting out back, talked with them, said that we could take these ones. So I had built a pen around here and installed a door on this side. And then if you look over here, you can see that we had just closed in that wall with a whole bunch of pallets across here. We had 2 pallets laid down and went ahead and leveled them out. They're sitting on the floor. We ended up using cleats. You can see that piece of wood that's right there ran all the way down the center just to strengthen that. And then we also screwed them to the floor. And so we were able to create this area with an opening here for a door. I was able to install hinges on this side, and we had this cool little area to raise the geese in. And so we had an actual doggy door over there that the geese could go in and out of. It was kind of incredible. But when we got rid of the geese, this area just basically sat here unused for a long period of time. And so I knew that we needed an area to raise the chicks. So here about a week ago, I wish I'd have brought you guys through this whole process, but we were in such a hurry to get it done because the chicks were coming like within the next day or two that I just ran in here and I busted out the whole thing. And so what I ended up doing is, you guys know about our fence that blew down for Hurricane, I think it was Beryl, Hurricane Beryl. Blew down our fence on the other side of the property. So I had all this wood sitting over, left over, that was sitting there that was just going to basically rot if I didn't use it. And so I decided to use that wood to go ahead and build a bunch of this. Let me get inside the cage here, and I'll show you guys what I did up here at the top. Let me flip you around. So you can see up here at the top where the rafters are, basically what I did is I ran cleats using 2x2 pickets. So these are basically the upright pickets that you use for railing and stuff. And so I cut them all down to 6 inches each, and I put pickets in between each one of these. And you can see that there's one there, one there. I couldn't fit one back in here because I couldn't get a drill, but you can see both sides here, both sides here, and so on all the way down. And then I took this wood that we got from our fence that had blown down from Hurricane Beryl, and I cut sections that were the exact amount from side to side, and basically filled all of these sections all the way across. And then I took an entire full board and screwed it to these sections so that it came all the way up to this at the top. And you can see, ran it all the way across this side. And then you can see over here, I did the same thing, only this board, I leveled it out and ran it all the way across and actually attached it to, you see, the top of this rafter here. So it gave us basically a frame that goes all the way around the top of this pin to attach our hardware cloth to. And I knew that we have snakes here in this area. We've definitely got some snake pressure. We've lost chicks in the past to snakes when we let the chickens raise them themselves in the regular run and in the regular coop. And so I didn't want to lose any to snakes this time. And so I knew we were going to have to run some hardware cloth. So what we ended up doing is I took hardware cloth, and I will tell you, hardware cloth is the only thing that I had to purchase out of this whole deal. I didn't have just a whole bunch of hardware cloth laying around. So what I ended up doing is I took a whole bunch of hardware cloth, attached it to the top. You can see it goes all the way to the bottom, attached it all along these pallets, and then basically left a viewing area. Excuse the mess, guys. Here in the shop, we've got stuff laying everywhere. This is sort of the pump house, tool room, that kind of thing. But you can see I went ahead and attached it up here to this top of the frame that I had built in. And then over here on this other side, you can see ended up attaching the hardware cloth from the bottom all the way to the top. Now, I have only done the bottom half of this section here, and that was mainly just to keep the chicks from going inside and then getting stuck behind the pieces of wood right here, so all of our studs. And I had that happen before. I had tried to put some chicks in here with just a temporary cage in this corner, and the chicks were getting back behind here, and once they got to a certain size, they'd get stuck. And so I ended up putting hardware cloth on the bottom. I don't think that we're going to have any snake pressure coming through the tops up here of the soffits. But if we do, I have got 3 more rolls of hardware cloth to go ahead and fill in this whole section if needed to make sure that everything's shut off. But you can see I just went ahead and built a door system here. I went ahead and put a bottom piece just so the wood chips that we have in here aren't, coming out into the main pump house area, and just framed up a quick door here. And you can see I used these pickets. I just basically had these 2x2 pickets for railing and used those to frame all the way to the top, and then went ahead and attached a hardware cloth here to the middle of that. So just a simple thing, guys. We needed an area to raise our chicks, and honestly, I've just done it temporary every single time, and I realized that with as many chicks as we're raising, as many chickens as we sell, chicks that we sell, and we're going to continue doing this on and on because this is a constant food supply for us. You know, the amount of protein that you get out of eggs is absolutely brilliant. We eat lots of eggs. And we sell lots of eggs, and so I knew this was going to be a consistent thing we're gonna need. So decided to go ahead and build this pen for our chick raising. That way we've always got somewhere that we can do it. We don't have to worry about, you know, building a temporary cage all the time. So anyway, sorry I didn't bring you guys along for the actual build. I wish I could have, guys, but I was in such a rush to get it built and put up. I basically spent, I think it was maybe 5-6 hours one day putting this whole thing together, walking around the property trying to find materials and stuff like that, and just kind of made it happen. But I did want to show you guys, you know, real quick what it was that we had built. And let me give you guys a real quick, just so you can get an idea of what it does look like. You can see we've got a great viewing area here for the chicks. Shop's a total mess. It'll look a lot better when it's all cleaned up. But let me back up here and see if I can give you a kind of a full view of the whole side of it as well. But you can see just here in the corner of our pump house, basically built it out of materials that we have on hand so that we could raise our chicks in here. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you guys that. It's a little bit of an update. Doesn't show you the whole progress. Hopefully by looking at it, maybe you can get some ideas for how to build one in your pump house or shed or shop or wherever it is. But I also wanted to close out this thing, just show you guys some of these chicks. I mean, they are so cute. I've got a problem, guys. I love hatching chicks. I love raising chicks. They are cute as can be. They're fun to watch them run around, fun to watch them learning, and especially with this hen that we have. We've just finally given her the name Mama because she is the best broody hen. She's raised several chicks in the past for us and done an excellent job. And so we gave her all 25 of these chicks, and she is just doing a phenomenal job at raising them. So anyway, let me show you. So they are not going to like it. She will start running them all over the place, you know, if I get down here too close. But I'll just show you here. We'll get up. See, there's Mama. Look at all these chicks. And she's got them all tucked back in her. She is watching me like a hawk. Now she's gonna start walking them off probably. Look at all of them. And it's funny, guys, because when we come in here at night, she's got every one of these chicks under her. She spreads her wings out super wide and fluffs up her butt, and she's lays her tail down, and she's got all 25 of these chicks up underneath her. It is the cutest thing. But yeah, she's a good mama. Anyway, guys, not a super long video today. Didn't really get to show you the project, but I definitely wanted to show you it completed and what we've done for raising the chicks, and didn't want to leave you guys out of the whole process, you know, completely. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the update. Man, these guys are cute. They're just running around, super cute as can be. But anyway, thanks you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the Markham Gardens, guys, if you would hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, if you like the chicks, if you like projects like this, you know, in the future I'll try to bring you guys along to actually build them. But if you do like the projects that we do, guys, if you would go ahead and hit that like button. If you don't like it, guys, if you'll hit the like button, and I'll try to do better and make it to where you like it. But anyway, if you know anybody that would get a kick out of this, if you'd go ahead and share this video with your friends and family, we'd appreciate that as well. But anyway, thanks for following along, guys. Love you. See you in the next one. Shalom under the dome.